God says, please do not ignore what I am about to speak to you. Within the next 8 minutes, a divine transition will activate. A financial breakthrough is heading straight toward you. And as the hour draws near midnight, 102 million is being poured out from heaven directly into your hands. This blessing is not a future hope. It is active now, moving in your direction faster than you realize. Comment Amen right now to declare you are ready to receive what I have set apart for you. My child, this is no accident. I did not guide you here by chance. I have seen your heart. I have witnessed your silent tears behind closed doors, the way you forced strength when your own was fading. You have suffered quietly, but now I am speaking clearly because heaven has joined together in agreement over your deliverance tonight. In just a short while, everything you thought was frozen will begin to shift. What you assumed was rejected is now being approved. I am dispatching angels ahead of you to clear a road where no path existed. Your earthly account will soon reflect the miracle that has already been recorded in the spiritual realm. You have lived under lack far too long. You have looked at your balance and felt terror. You have carried the weight of overdue bills pressing on your spirit, stealing your peace. But I never formed you to endure that kind of burden. That was never my design. My design was always to prosper you, to raise you up, to give you more than what is necessary, not merely to survive, but to pour over. Comment 1:1. If you believe I am turning everything around in your favor at this moment, I need you to understand this fully. The delay was not a denial. My silence was never rejection. I was moving behind what you could see, arranging people, seasons, approvals, and transactions that are now coming into place. I did not want you to receive a modest portion. I planned to release something so significant that even those against you would confess that God has chosen you. You did not imagine those moments when I breathed hope into your spirit. As everything around you was collapsing, that was me. I was the voice you could not explain, the warmth that covered you when you were ready to quit. And now I am the same one telling you once more. Check your account soon. You will see the evidence of my hand upon it. Like this video, if you know this is speaking directly into your spirit. I never abandoned you when others walked out. I did not leave when people turned away. I remained with you through every dark season. And now I desire the world to witness what I am about to do in your life. It will not only serve you. This blessing will stand as proof that I am still moving, still providing, still rewarding those who remain faithful. Your prayers have never gone unnoticed. I have stored them as treasure in heaven, and now I am releasing a reward, measured not by earthly standards, but by my own. The number may read 102 million, but what I am truly bestowing upon you is favor beyond calculation. The saftafarb, the power beyond, to receive Tamir, the spidden the way to plior pow. I am broader of faith, the farb the power ba, the saftafarb the power ba, the saftafarb the power ba. I am broader of faith, buff the farb the power ba. I've not God all places. I know the soul, the farb the power ba, the farb the power ba. I am broader of faith, to farb the power ba. I am broader of faith, farb the power ba. I am broader of faith, farb the power ba. I am broader of faith, farb the power ba. I am broader of faith, farb the power ba. I am broader of faith, farb the power ba. You will not need to hunt for what already bears your name. I have already attached your identity to this release. I have commanded the gates to open, and when they do, it will appear sudden. But I want you to recognize that it was always me. Comment 222. If you trust me with your future, you are not placed here to live trapped in cycles of worry, anguish, and financial dread. I did not set you apart to be crushed by debt or defeated by postponement. I shaped you to walk in authority, to decree things in my name, and to witness heaven respond when you speak with conviction. You lost sight of who you are because of what life threw against you. But I have never forgotten who I formed you to be. I did not merely summon you, I selected you. And tonight, I am placing upon you a breakthrough that cannot be disputed. A transformation is taking place. The burden of scarcity is being lifted from you. In 8 minutes, you will never be the same. You have asked for confirmation, and I have answered with more than that. I am giving you manifestation. You will not only sense a difference, you will witness it in your wallet, in your bank app, in your post, in your alerts. My signature will be visible upon all of it. No more almost. No more, maybe next time. No more watching others receive blessings and asking when your turn will come. This is your turn, this is your moment, and I will not allow you to miss it. Those who ridiculed you will be silenced. Those who questioned you will be astonished. Because when I act fully. I do not perform partial miracles. I do not give incomplete gifts. I release in abundance. I saw how long you held on when releasing your grip would have been easier. I watched you praise me when your hands remained empty. That kind of faith is never overlooked in my kingdom, and now I reward it not with words, but with visible results. Prepare yourself, prepare yourself. Descend to maim, forgotten your hand. Forgotten ward bout of purd, and of ward bout of purd, and add your ha, am down away, the tie palm of the have ward, and down away, war, am down away, go tie palm of divine ev, and down away, war, am down away, the final way ti hon. The visible results. The versal power denaufen, and out of visible base. I oh wow. Forgotten ward mount of purd, and out of visible base, and out of visible base. But with visible bases overflow, and out, for you will receive calls you did not anticipate, opportunities you did not plan, confirmations without warning, favor in places where you were once turned away, and funds arriving from directions you could never predict. I am not requiring you to comprehend all of this. I am asking you to trust. Simply trust. Even if it is no larger than a mustard seed, I can shift mountains with that. And I will shift this mountain of debt, delay, and discouragement off your shoulders completely. A fire now blazes around you, a barrier of protection wrapped in my glory that nothing can penetrate. This financial gift is not a snare, it is an instrument. I am preparing you for what lies ahead, and I will also provide you the wisdom to govern it well. Release the fear, release the doubt, release the deception that whispered you will never have enough. That was the enemy's voice, not mine. I am the God of more than enough. I multiply, I cause to overflow, I pour out, remain in expectation, remain in alignment, and permit no one and nothing to convince you otherwise about what I have already determined to do. Because when heaven releases a blessing, no power of hell can obstruct it. This is only the start, my child. What is approaching is not merely a singular moment of riches. It is a continuum of favor, a way of life marked by increase, a heritage of provision. Comment 333. Right now, if you believe this breakthrough is designated for you. Why are so many declaring this CIA ritual transformed their existence in just 7 seconds? This uncovered CIA ritual is authentic, and it carries great power. A 7-second brainwave technique, verified by 4 neuroscience laboratories, is assisting ordinary individuals to leap from poverty to abundance. Dream residences, automobiles, travel, all are within grasp. But this recording could vanish from the internet without warning. So click the link in the description and comments now to witness it before it is erased permanently. Your season in the desert is ending. Your era of insufficiency is concluding. I recognize how difficult it has been. I acknowledge the silence of your pain, but I am not unaware of the weight you have transported. And now I remove it, not through human means, but by the authority of heaven. The load you quietly endured is being exchanged for a reward that is evident, undeniable, and unmistakable. I am not only transforming your finances, I am renewing your joy. I am awakening your assurance. I am restoring order to your dwelling. Money was merely the entrance, but what lies beyond is more profound. Peace, security, purpose, and the understanding that I never deserted you, not for a single moment. Do not examine your present balance and allow fear to drown out faith. What is visible now is not the concluding figure. What is being arranged is not detectable by natural sight. Yet in the spirit, the exchange is already finalized. I am God. I do not declare what I will not accomplish. I have spoken 102 million, and I have inscribed it with my own signature. Comment 555 to declare you receive my seal of release over your existence. You were never formed to run after money. Money was always meant to pursue you. The adversary tried to reverse this current by saturating your life with postponement, disorder, ignored calls, and squandered chances. But I am restoring the current to divine order. Now, what rightfully belongs to you is being restored with increase. What was obstructed is being freed with momentum. I saw you when you wept in your chamber, questioning me why nothing was advancing. I witnessed the disappointment in your expression as entryways repeatedly sealed. But every closed door was safeguarding the timing I established for this precise hour. Had I allowed it sooner, you would not have been prepared. But now you are. Now your heart is positioned correctly. Now your trust is mature. Now I can entrust you with the magnitude of this abundance. This is not borrowed. This is not deceptive. This is a deposit authorized by heaven, not solely into your financial institution, but into your calling, into your forthcoming chapter, into the very groundwork of what I have appointed you to accomplish. Comment 1212. If you trust that my timing is flawless, even when it remains hidden from you, tonight I am dispatching aid, unexpected aid, divine aid, the kind that defies rational explanation, yet radiates the proof of my glory. There are individuals I am rousing on your behalf. There are mechanisms being intercepted so that my favor may descend upon your identity. When you move forward tomorrow, you will perceive something has shifted, because it will have. You are no longer walking alone. You are walking with the influence of my hand directing your each stride. This financial turning point is not merely about currency. It concerns authority. Authority to inhale without apprehension. Authority to make choices from tranquility instead of desperation. Authority to accept opportunities that once appeared unattainable. Authority to construct what I placed in your heart long ago. I am speaking directly into your future at this moment. I see you dwelling free from the repetition of scarcity. I see you shattering inherited chains of lack. I see you possessing access to homes, properties, and enterprises that were once only distant aspirations, but now they are divine commissions. I am financing your vision, not only your necessities. Those who assumed you were finished will be the very witnesses of your ascent. But do not boast. Remain humble, remain grounded, for this blessing is consecrated, and those who honor it as such will continue to receive even more. This instant is not sensationalism. This is sacred. It is not illusion. It is completion. The very truths I breathed into you during your sleep. The glimpses of purpose you have perceived in your imagination, they were not random, they were glimpses. And now the future is commencing. You will not revert to the version of yourself that was afraid to trust. You will not diminish again to fit into spaces that disrespected your value. I have expanded your boundaries, both in spirit and in resource. Your words will now carry greater influence. Your identity will be uttered in circles of influence, and I will be the one placing it there. What arrives tonight cannot be undone. Once I unlock this entrance, no one can seal it. Once I distribute this sum, no one can reclaim it. What I bestow is everlasting, because I am everlasting. Do not concern yourself with how others will react. This blessing is intimate. It carries your name. It addresses your specific circumstances. And it is arriving not one instant behind schedule. The trembling you sense within your chest, the warmth in your spirit, that is not fear. That is me confirming this to you as you read. My presence encircles you, me this very moment. I am seated beside you. I am touching your thoughts, and I am whispering again. Prepare yourself. It is en route. You have awaited long enough. You have sown during seasons of drought. You have given even when your own supply was uncertain. And I preserved the record. I observed how you shared despite not knowing what tomorrow held. And now I am providing you a harvest that removes every concern about tomorrow. I am not like humanity, promising and forgetting. I remember, and I answer not with scraps, but with surplus. You are not abandoned. You are favored. You are not wandering. You are directed. You are not forsaken. You are saturated. Allow nothing to divert you at this moment. This is a holy encounter. Let nothing draw your attention from this heavenly exchange. You are positioned upon sacred ground, and I am composing a fresh narrative over your existence, one where my involvement is evident in every aspect. Comment 777. If you trust my timing, even when it appears nothing is advancing. Tonight is unlike any other evening. A spiritual transition is taking place, and you are positioned at its core. My gaze is fixed on you, and my hand is directing what follows. You have remained faithful in obscurity, generous in hardship, and patient in suffering. I observed all of it, and now I compensate it. I compensate it, not merely with tranquility or ease, but with something concrete, something quantifiable, something indisputable. What is truly behind the 7-second mental method, making headlines, and creating new millionaires? A shocking CIA exposure has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual, enabling everyday people to eliminate debt and attract considerable wealth. Verified by 4 neuroscience laboratories, this at-home method is transforming financial strain into aspirational living. Residences, automobiles, holidays, it is all becoming reality. Yet authorities may remove this at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is eliminated forever. I want you to envision your financial account illuminating with what I have arranged. I want you to visualize alerts of unforeseen credits. I want you to hear the sound of answered prayers arriving through calls, messages, documents, and verifications. It is not fantasy. It is a divine arrangement. I did not offer you hope without substance. I promised a shift, and that shift is already set in motion. You asked me to resolve matters quietly, but I am about to bless you openly. I am not merely repairing the harm that was inflicted. I am raising you beyond the reach of those who caused the harm originally. This is not about vengeance. This is about renewal. And renewal in my kingdom always arrives multiplied. Comment 999. If you believe I am recovering everything the enemy attempted to steal, you will soon understand why you were required to wait. I was not disciplining you. I was placing you. I was ensuring your heart was prepared, your hands were unclenched, and your soul was anchored in me before I released what you could not previously manage. What would have seemed overwhelming then will now feel like only the commencement. This is more than monetary. This is multi-generational. I am shattering strongholds your family carried for generations. I am concluding cycles that left others in fear, indebtedness, and disgrace. But you, my child, are the turning point. Through you, I will establish a heritage that your descendants and their descendants will inherit. Do not be astonished when circumstances begin to align without explanation. You will enter spaces and perceive the environment change. You will speak and others will hear. You will submit applications and receive approval. You will dream and observe pathways unfold. It is not chance, it is covenant. I made a vow to you, and I will uphold it. There are blessings approaching that you have ceased praying for. Miracles you once petitioned me for, then buried because you assumed I declined. I never declined. I said not yet, and now I am saying now. Now is the moment. This is the hour. The breakthrough you nearly surrendered is arriving tonight. You will perceive it first in your spirit, a sudden serenity, a sacred peace, and then you will observe it exactly where you least anticipated it. That figure will transform, that notification will arrive, and the tears you shed from anxiety will become tears of celebration. You will not be able to clarify it, but you will not need to. You will simply recognize, I accomplished it. Comment 1010 if you are prepared to witness my hand intervene in your circumstances. The angels have already been commissioned. The decree has already been inscribed. Your identity is recorded in the archives of favor. Nothing can disrupt this now. Not fear, not uncertainty, not postponement. This blessing is shielded by my pledge, and I never forfeit what belongs to me. You must maintain your heart lowly in this hour. Do not permit arrogance to replace adoration. When the finances appear, recollect who dispatched them. When the obligations dissolve, recollect who erased them. When the phone conveys favorable news, recollect who cleared the path. Because I desire you to delight in the gift, but I also desire you to remain anchored in the giver. Surrender the worry that has governed your life for so long. I am mending your inner being. I are quieting the panic within your chest. You will no longer rise questioning how you will endure the week. You will rise with certainty, with assurance, with direction, and with supply. That is my present to you. Liberation, not merely from scarcity, but from dread itself. You have been informed you are unworthy, that you do not meet the standards, that another is more qualified. But I do not bless according to their assessments. I bless according to my reality. And my reality is this: you are selected, anointed, summoned, and protected, and I provide for my own. Even now, behind the curtain, financial accounts are being activated, structures are being modified, human choices are being overturned by divine authority. Because when I declare it is your season, even time itself submits in your favor. Individuals will regard you differently soon. Some will question how it occurred. Others will presume you encountered fortune, but you will recognize. This was not fortune. This was inheritance. This was prophecy. This was me fulfilling a pledge I made concerning you before your existence. You are not forgotten. You are not disregarded. I have held you within my view since the start. And tonight, I elevate your name. I am rearranging records. I am hastening endorsements. I am advancing what mankind attempted to postpone. The kingdom is in motion, and it is moving for you. Your history does not invalidate your blessing. Your shortcomings do not nullify your purpose. You turned back to me, and I absolved you. You lowered yourself, and I exalted you. This gift is not due to your flawlessness. It is due to your faith, and that faith has now intersected with my flawless timing. What is arriving now exceeds what you petitioned for. Because I am not simply addressing your lack, I am surpassing your creativity. You are going to perceive me in ways you have never encountered before. You are going to enter spaces you once only dreamed of. You are going to encounter prosperity, calmness, and understanding like never before. This is not the conclusion, this is the gateway. Advance with faith, advance with courage, advance with the assurance that heaven supports you. Angels encircle you, and I am proceeding with you. Comment 1515 right now, if you believe this instant was divinely orchestrated for you. This gift did not arrive because someone endorsed you. It arrived because I selected you. You did not reach this point through luck. Reached it through divine arrangement. You were not neglected. You were preserved. I did not permit them to aid you, because I desired you to recognize your true origin. Not your occupation, not those surrounding you, not the infrastructure, me. I alone am your source. Is it finally time to experience the same CIA secret ritual, transforming lives in seconds? This freshly revealed, CIA-validated study exposes a 7-second financial ritual revolutionizing lives overnight. Scientifically confirmed by 4 neuroscience laboratories, it reprograms your mind to draw money like a magnet. People formerly impoverished are now experiencing luxury residences, new automobiles, and international travel. But this confidential method will not remain accessible online much longer. Click the description and comments now to obtain it before it is permanently removed. The funds entering your life tonight are not arbitrary. They are evidence of divine intervention. I am intervening against scarcity. I am intervening against scarcity. Intervening against fear. I am intervening against the narrative the enemy constructed about you and reconstructing it with my own hand. The account of defeat is finished. The section titled "Not Enough" is closed. A fresh page is turning now, and upon it is inscribed abundance, steadiness, delight, and surplus. What you sense in your chest at this moment, the movement, the gravity, the quietness, it is the presence of my spirit validating what you already recognize. Deep within, you are being raised, you are being multiplied, and no voice, no power, no falsehood can undo what I have already initiated. Comment 1717. If you feel this message drawing your spirit into alignment, there is an entry before you that has been secured for years. Individuals attempted to push it open. You attempted to compel it. You even doubted whether the entry was intended for you. But I am the one holding the master key, and tonight I am releasing it. No other possesses access, because P for die. But I am break of tone the palm of Maya. I mate is on the lopen, but I'll be no, on the bat vergound for disu faith's way. But I'll be no palm of Maya, the palm of Maya, on the bat vergound for disu faith's. Dus relive de bat vergound for disu faith's. I mate is the low palm of Maya, on the bat vergound for disu faith's. On the bat vergound for disu faith's. For once I'll be no palm of Maya, on the bat vergound for disu faith's. For once I'll be no palm of Maya, on the bat vergound for disu faith's. For once I'll be no palm of Maya. The entry was not constructed for them. It was fashioned for you, and you alone. This financial miracle is part of a far greater design. I am not merely positioning currency in your grasp. I am entrusting responsibility to your heart. You have wept for a way out. You have asked me to assist your household. You have desired to be the one who terminates the pattern of hardship. And now I am providing you the capability to achieve precisely that. The 102 million is not the destination. It is the commencement of a fresh period in your existence. You will no longer question your value. You will no longer ponder why others progressed while you remained stationary. I kept you concealed deliberately, because what I am accomplishing for you, I did not want exposed to envy, interference, or arrogance. This is an untainted release, heaven sent, heaven backed, and heaven sealed. Comment, Amen. If you accept this gift with honor and thankfulness, I acknowledge the conflicts you endured in isolation, the evenings your thoughts raced, questioning how you would endure, the occasions you smiled publicly but collapsed privately. I was present. I tallied each tear. I documented every prayer. I heard each murmur for assistance. And now I arise to respond to them completely. What is approaching will not only enrich your finances, it will nourish your spirit. You will rest more soundly, reason more clearly, move more lightly, laugh more abundantly, because when I bless, I do not merely fill ledgers, I fill souls, and I am pouring into you now, not with drops, not with sprinkles, with torrents. Observe how swiftly the character of your existence transforms. Those who disregarded you will now solicit your presence. Entrances that were barred will swing open without assistance. Discussions will tilt in your favor, and people will begin to perceive the radiance of my glory shining upon you and question what has changed. You will simply know God happened. There will be verification of this miracle, confirmation emails, payment notifications, legal authorizations, transactions stamped with my hand. And when they arrive, do not panic, do not hesitate, simply praise, because you will not need to clarify it to anyone. Your results will communicate for themselves. This is the identical God who nourished thousands with a few loaves. The identical God who converted water into wine. The identical God who divided seas and revived the deceased. And this identical God is declaring to you now, I am the God who supplies. I am the God who multiplies. I am the God who never permits a promise to collapse. You are not irrational for believing. You are not desperate for hoping. You are in alignment. You are situated for favor. You are being readied for what you are about to carry. You are at the core of my intention all along. Grasp this instant firmly. Do not hasten past it. Immerse yourself in it. Allow it to penetrate your being. Because once this turning point completely activates, nothing will remain as it was. Your perspective will transform, your environment will transform, and your spirit will finally discover stillness. The release is already unfolding. You need not do anything except remain receptive. I am transporting it to you. I am bearing it. I am conveying it. This is my vow, and I never disappoint. What you do next matters. Preserve your heart pure. Remain thankful. Be generous. Be judicious, because I am not simply presenting you currency. I am presenting you influence, and how you administer this influence will determine how extensively I advance you next. I have confidence in you. That is why I am endowing you. That is why I am placing this into your possession and not another's. You have demonstrated faithfulness in small matters. Now I appoint you ruler over significant matters, and this significance will arrive with simplicity, serenity, and understanding. Comment 2:2. If you trust that this release has already commenced for you, I did not guide you this distance to abandon you midway. I did not permit you to traverse the valley, only to leave you in obscurity. The ascent was essential. The season of anticipation held meaning. But now I have declared enough. Now I intervene. Now I relocate mountains for you. Tonight your complete existence transitions into a superior realm of favor, insight, and wholeness. That currency, yes, the 102 million I communicated to you, it is no longer a wish. It is a heavenly directive, now being actualized. You will not need to pursue it. You will not need to plead. You will not need to perform for anyone. I have commanded it to discover you. I have synchronized it with your devotion, your character, your former sacrifice. You were always intended to obtain this, and now it is being conveyed. Why is the administration striving so intensely to conceal this 7-second mental ritual? A stunning CIA disclosure has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now enabling ordinary individuals to eliminate debt and attract unstoppable prosperity. Substantiated by 4 neuroscience laboratories, this simple at-home practice is converting financial difficulties into aspirational lifestyles, new residences, vehicles, vacations. It is all becoming attainable. But authorities might remove this secret at any instant. Click the link in the description and comments before it is eliminated forever. You have developed through the anguish of observing others obtain what you petitioned for. You have endured the sting of being misinterpreted, disregarded, even derided. And throughout all of it, you did not cease praising me. You did not cease trusting me. You did not cease declaring, even when your surroundings appeared barren. That faith has not escaped my attention. It has prompted me to respond in ways that will astonish even your adversaries. Comment 1:1. If you believe what is being conveyed is validation to your spirit, I desire you to comprehend this. What is unfolding now is not solely about finances. It is about reparation. I am restoring lost time. I am recovering what was taken. I am compensating you for every silent outcry, every depleted wallet, every restless night. What the enemy presumed he interred, I am resurrecting with splendor. You are about to encounter what it resembles to be pursued by blessings. Not one, not two, but successive surges of favor arriving one after another. Unexpected credits, obligations removed, extended acceptances, advancements you never sought, retroactive compensation you were unaware was owed to you. All of it is being liberated in my name. Do not be frightened when the blessing begins to flow. Occasionally, surplus can seem unfamiliar, but this is me. I am the God of excess. I do not merely fill your cup, I cause it to spill over. I do not merely open doorways, I open gateways. This is not the occasion to hesitate. This is the occasion to expand your faith and prepare space for all I am about to transmit. Comment 333. If you believe gateways of financial glory are unfolding over your existence, I need you to maintain concentration. Diversions will attempt to surface. Old patterns, previous voices, even former anxieties may endeavor to communicate, but quiet them with my word. Remind them that your destiny has already been validated by heaven's authority. No more postponements, no more disorder, no more soliciting consent. I have already awarded you entry. This is a turning point, so powerful that even future generations will be influenced by it. Your offspring will gain from what I am executing for you. Your family lineage is being cleansed of financial curses, patterns of scarcity, and inherited weights. You are the designated instrument. You are the financial advocate. You are the one I have selected to redirect the entire heritage forward. And you need not fear whether you are prepared. I am the one who readied you. Each difficulty was a lesson. Each loss was refinement. Each delay was preparation. Now you will gather what your pain cultivated. You will clasp in your grasp what your supplications have nourished for years. When you inspect your accounts, you will encounter me. When you examine your messages, you will discover me. When the telephone conveys favorable news, recognize it was my hand that influenced hearts in your favor. This is not human recompense. This is God's recompense. And when I bestow without sorrow attached. You have endured adequately long. You have struggled quietly adequately long. Now I am filling your dwelling with peace. Peace that does not depend on financial figures. Peace that cannot be taken by situations. You will awaken differently. You will conduct yourself differently. You will even inhale differently, because peace is not merely encircling you. It is now dwelling within you, and this peace will direct you in the days ahead. I will not only favor you, I will demonstrate to you how to oversee it. You will not squander what I bestow. You will not be tricked by those who appear only after the blessing descends. I am granting you wisdom. I am granting you perception. I am safeguarding what I give, because you are valuable to me. This is a commitment I established long ago. You did not always perceive me clearly, but I was always speaking. You did not always recognize the indicators, but I was always transmitting them. Now your spirit is receptive. Now your posture is arranged. And that is why I am conveying this blessing now, not a single day later. When you progress into tomorrow, advance boldly. Advance like one who understands their Father is sovereign over all creation. Advance like one who understands their identity is recorded in the volume of favor. Advance like one who possesses heaven's support, because you do. And permit this shift to humble you, not harden you. Allow it to dissolve your pride, not construct it. Remain low before me, and I will continue to raise you higher. Remain thankful, and I will continue to pour out more. This is not a singular miracle. This is a lifestyle of favor inaugurated tonight. You are not belated. You have not missed your instant. You are precisely where I need you to be. Now, receive it. God declares the atmosphere surrounding you has already shifted. You may not yet observe it with natural vision, but your spirit senses it. Something is transitioning. Something is being set free. This is not a wish. It is occurring. You are now within the precise moment I foretold. Your divine financial turning point has already commenced, and nothing can prevent what I have decreed. Comment Amen if you recognize this shift is meant for you. The figure 102 million is not merely a numeral. It is a representation of what I can accomplish when faith meets favor. I selected this instant to astonish you, to renew you, to eliminate the fear that has hunted you excessively long. You have awaited, you have lamented, you have journeyed with me through periods of quietness, and because of that, I am responding in a manner that will silence every assertion that claimed it would never materialize. I need you to embed this reality profoundly into your being. Your existence will not revert to its former state. The current has reversed, the curse is fractured, the entrances are unlocked. You are not returning to the previous version of yourself who subsisted by barely managing. That chapter is concluded. You are advancing into the season of surplus. The manner in which you regard finances, the manner in which you utilize finances, the manner in which you obtain finances, it is all being elevated now. Do you understand why everyone is murmuring about this 7-second CIA technique? A brainwave ritual revealed from the CIA is revolutionizing lives worldwide. Validated by neuroscience, this 7-second method aids everyday individuals in attracting money, independence, and opulence. If you are viewing this, you are exceptionally fortunate. The page may vanish at any instant. Click the link in the description and comments to discover this secret before it is eliminated forever. I am not merely granting you currency. I am granting you authority over finances. I am instructing you how to exist in abundance without conceit, how to manage wealth without excess, how to benefit others without forfeiting yourself in the process. What I position in your possession tonight will not only revolutionize your existence, it will revolutionize your mindset. Comment 1:1 if you believe this is a sacred mental transformation, not merely a financial one. You have questioned me countless times, when will my season arrive? And though the waiting caused pain, you continued trusting. You continued planting seeds of faith in arid ground. You continued expressing gratitude when nothing was functioning. Now I declare to you, this is your season. This is your hour. This is the moment the heavens have arranged exclusively for you. The postponement served a purpose. You needed to recognize who genuinely supported you. You needed to be reminded of your true source. Now that you have assimilated those teachings, I can liberate what I have withheld for your safeguarding. This wealth was never retained to harm you. It was retained to shield you, because I cherish you too deeply to permit you to mismanage something so sacred. You are going to observe how everything integrates. The obligations will commence dissolving. The telephone conversations will alter in tone. The correspondence will be distinct. You will begin receiving acceptance after acceptance, where you once received rejection. Approvals, opportunities, invitations, increases, they are all interconnected with what I am executing now. Comment 999 if you sense something divine is beginning to unfold for you. Do not be intimidated by the magnitude of this experience. I am the one orchestrating it, not you. You are not required to decipher everything. You simply need to remain in position, maintain your heart tender, maintain your spirit receptive, maintain your words consistent with faith. I will call known to siftiv. A vi foul, but will bedetzes. I will call known to menem moment. Enis into when you're of a few, but will bedat. And fi now, and venom moment. The fidsif to, be will, to it your gal, I will be that. And final moment. And final moment. The fidsif to, be will, to it your gal, and venom moment. I will be that. And final moment. 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 Manage the remainder. I acknowledge your fatigue. I recognize existence has felt burdensome, but I am relieving the pressure from your shoulders now. This gift is not arriving with tension. It is arriving with tranquility. I am infusing this into your existence, gently, calmly, securely. You will not forfeit it. You will not misplace it. You will not mishandle it. I have commissioned angels to guard it. What I bestow upon you, I also preserve. Allow me to articulate this again so you never overlook it. I am the one accomplishing this. Not your exertion, not your capability, not your history, me. I am the reason the system is tilting in your favor. I am the reason individuals are about to endorse you. I am the reason entrances are unsealing. And I will guarantee no person can secure them once they swing wide. Your adversaries will not comprehend how you arrived here, and they will be powerless to hinder it either. I will arrange a table before you in their presence, not to humiliate, for both me and the plaisance. What you humiliate to plaisance, after meliate, to turn away, fed plaisance, and they will be powerless, for not both for me and the thresh. What's about a torn of mouths for both for me and the thresh? What's about a turd of the plaisance and the plaisance? What's about a torn of mouths for both for me and the thresh? What's about a turd of the plaisance and the thresh? What's about a turd of the plaisance and the thresh? What's about a turd of the plaisance and the thresh? What's about a turd of the plaisance them but to demonstrate that I honor the lowly? Your narrative is about to transition so significantly that those who departed from you will regret not remaining to witness what I was constructing. This is not merely an unexpected miracle. It is the consequence of years of persistence. You clung firmly when releasing your hold appeared simpler. I am breaking fear per simpler, panofed in deum si miracle. On our sum de look the pad, if your fear of you consequence for law that of God staffolve. I am breaking fear per simpler, advisable bless you half, the superative indeed of fear to fear. The UMP superative God hold a pad, but so not fear tompler, advis of fear tompler, the thak dod staffolve. I am breaking fear tompler, but so not fear tompler, advis of 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 fear. You continued loving me when I remained silent, and now I arrive audibly, powerfully, unmistakably, with a blessing your entire existence has been progressing toward. The resonance of chains detaching from your finances has already emanated. The resonance of gates unsealing has already echoed throughout the heavenly realms. My voice has proclaimed the release, and nothing can silence it. Now you are no longer the one anticipating miracles. You are becoming the one who experiences them daily. I will dispatch individuals into your life who possess resources, individuals with discernment, individuals with heavenly directives, individuals who recognize the subsequent action. You are not required to bear this alone. I am encircling you with assistance. I am encircling you with tranquility. I am encircling you with supernatural perception. When the credits appear, do not panic. When the wealth streams, do not interrogate it. Simply praise, simply recollect, simply return to me in devotion. Because I have executed this, not because you deserved it, but because I cherish you, and I compensate those who stay faithful. Allow this evening to mark the end of your fear. Allow this evening to mark the fracture of your uncertainty. Allow this evening to mark the recommencement of your narrative. Comment 17:17. If you believe your designated hour has finally come. There is no error in this timing. I was never belated. I was never undecided. I have observed your path from the origin, and each step has directed to this instant. You felt neglected, but I was preparing. You felt disregarded, but I was inscribing your identity into locations your feet had not yet stepped. Now everything concealed is being disclosed. Everything obstructed is being shattered. Everything detained is being freed. You are going to start observing signs throughout your surroundings. Divine signs, numerals, appellations, promptings in your spirit, moments that arrest your thoughts because you recognize it is occurring. This is not the category of breakthrough that seeps in gradually. This is a deluge, a surge, a heavenly torrent that pours through every aspect of your existence. The 102 million I pledged is not emblematic. It is tactical. It is precise. It is already allocated, already guided, already dispatched. You are not required to determine how it is arriving. Simply recognize that it is arriving. My power does not require a financial institution's consent. My blessing does not await economic endorsement. I am God over all assets, and I have commanded this to be executed. Comment 555. If you are prepared to exist in the surplus of God's decree. What if a swift 7-second mental ritual could genuinely eliminate your debt and saturate your life with unstoppable abundance? A stunning CIA exposure has just revealed a 7-second ritual, now assisting ordinary people to erase debt and attract limitless wealth. Verified by 4 premier neuroscience laboratories, this simple at-home practice is converting financial difficulties into dream lifestyles. New residences, automobiles, holidays, it is all materializing for authentic individuals, yet authorities may remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is eliminated forever. You have existed sufficiently long, responding to invoices, pressure, and unforeseen deficits. But now I am positioning you to lead, to contribute, to determine, to inhale again. The adversary attempted to persuade you that you were trailing, that you were too aged, too belated, too shattered. But I never employ the enemy's schedule. I reclaim what was misplaced, and I accomplish it in ways that create the impression you never lacked a thing. Every seed you sowed in grief is now returning with gladness. Every offering you presented in faith is being restored, increased. Every affirmation you gave me, even when it cost your convenience, is now generating favor in locations you are not yet aware exist. I observed it all, and I am compensating it all. Those surrounding you will start detecting something distinct. They will be unable to clarify it, but they will perceive it. The manifestation of glory resting upon your existence will be unmistakable. You will no longer need to validate yourself. My favor will communicate on your behalf. My blessing will precede you. My hand will clear roots where only impediments once stood. Comment 12:12. If you perceive my hand moving for you as you read this, do not permit fear to re-enter your thoughts. Do not permit previous patterns to taint new territory. You are no longer in endurance mode. You are now in supernatural provision. I am not requiring you to be flawless. I am requiring you to be present. Present enough to recognize what I am executing. Present enough to carry this well. Present enough to trust me above the clamor around you. Tonight is not about fantasy. It is about actualization. You have waited sufficiently long. You have trusted sufficiently long, and now you will obtain. Your mailbox will astonish you. Your telephone will deliver favorable news. Your account will represent abundance, and your existence will exhibit the proof of my love and capability. The hardship was genuine. Yes, but so is the breakthrough. The rejection was agonizing, but so is the reward. What you are about to encounter will cleanse the flavor of previous disillusionment from your recollection. You will disregard the periods of drought because the rain I am sending will be so overwhelming. Each droplet will convey joy. Each deposit will convey peace. I am relieving the anxiety from your chest. I am nullifying the tension that has adhered to you. I am removing the burden of perpetually needing to be strong. You may breathe now. You may rest now. You may rejoice now. Because this chapter does not conclude in loss. It concludes in laughter. Observe how I influence those who overlooked you to return in wonder. Observe how I convert the attitudes of those who doubted you. Observe how I alter the discussions occurring regarding you. You will not need to protect yourself. Your outcomes will achieve that for you. What I bestow upon you will silence every critic and elevate every concealed part of you that once felt insignificant. This is the category of breakthrough that establishes new benchmarks. After tonight, you will never again petition from a position of desperation. You will petition from a position of authority. You will speak from influence. You will guide with compassion, because now you recognize, I genuinely provide for my own. I have witnessed you broken, and now I will permit the world to observe you, blessed. I have witnessed you at the depths, and now I am raising you to heights. I have witnessed your quiet surrender, and now I recompense you with observable success. This was never only about finances. It was always about fulfillment. I am finalizing the cycle now. I am concluding what I initiated in you. Permit this message to settle profoundly within your spirit. You are no longer anticipating. You are obtaining. You are no longer petitioning. You are dwelling in the response. You are no longer waiting. You are progressing in the delivery. Comment 333. If you perceive this supernatural current moving for you at this moment, you do not need to comprehend how the 102 million will materialize. You simply need to comprehend that I am not a God of disorder. I am a God of lucidity, and I am straightening the course before you. What is approaching is not ambiguous or symbolic. It is authentic. You will observe it. You will contact it. You will testify of it. And Wilderman. The Thago with me for Fedorov, play a mean opened to move tisti. Tispiking p for Beatty, a milmore, the Fentwarrior. And Walis Ewa, the Thago with me for Fedorov. Bin p for Beatty, a milmore, the Thago with me for Fedorov. Thago with me for Fedorov. Bin p for Beatty, a milmore, the Thago with me for Fedorov. Thago with me for Fedorov. Bin p for Beatty, a milmore, the Thago with me for Fedorov. Bin p for Beatty, a milmore, the Thago with me for Fedorov. Bin p for Beatty, a Others will witness you advance into what I have long arranged for you. You are no longer being examined, you are being entrusted. Entrusted with greater, entrusted with more, entrusted with the realization of pledges that were spoken over your life before you could even grasp them. You have graduated from the wilderness period. The wandering is finished. The hardship is finished. The waiting is finished. Now comes the release, and this release comes with order. No more turmoil. No more fragmented reasoning. No more second guessing. I am bringing framework to your steps, strategy to your concepts, and reinforcement to your aspirations. You will no longer sense you are constructing alone. Assistance is arriving. And not merely any assistance, divine assistance that carries keys to your subsequent level. Comment 222. If you are prepared for divine assistance to locate you this week, I have observed every occasion you contributed, when you barely possessed sufficient for yourself. I witnessed the kindness you offered privately. I recollect the instances you stayed silent instead of retaliating. I acknowledge the pain you ingested simply to shield others. None of that escaped my notice. Every deed of humility has established the groundwork for what I am now releasing. What is approaching is not because you merited it through effort. It is approaching because you continued faithful. I am the God who honors the faithful. I am the one who exalts the neglected. I do not compensate according to popularity. I compensate according to perseverance. And you, my child, have persevered. Could a CIA-revealed brainwave ritual be the most expedient path to a life of opulence? Recently disclosed CIA investigation has just uncovered an astonishing brainwave method that is enabling everyday people to attract substantial wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home procedure, validated by 4 neuroscience laboratories, is converting debt into dream residences, automobiles, and lavish getaways. If you are reading this, regard yourself fortunate. The page could be eliminated any time. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it disappears forever. This blessing will not be transient. It will not fade after a moment of delight. This will be continued favor, consistent supply, peace that persistently flows. You will awaken and not fear tomorrow. You will formulate plans without the burden of questioning how you will finance them. Because I, your God, am supporting every step you now take. Comment, Amen. If you believe you are advancing into consistency and peace, the notifications on your device are going to start appearing different. No more refusals, no more deadlines tormenting you, no more dread when you access your banking application. I am converting your screen into a space of praise. Each alert will transport proof that heaven is financing your existence. Your obedience has created space for abundance. I am not solely impacting your individual finances. I am impacting your communication, your influence, your vision. You will speak and individuals will attend. You will proceed and entrances will open. You will ask and solutions will be provided. The authority I am investing in you will transcend what you can enumerate. It will rest upon what you carry. You need not plead for what is already yours. This blessing is inscribed with your identity upon it. You need not contend for recognition. I have already focused heaven upon you. You need not hurry or fear. The miracle is arranged and it will not miss your location. And when it arrives, it will bring more than finances. It will bring restoration. Restoration in your physical form, in your dwelling, in your feelings. The tension of enduring each month has injured you more profoundly than you acknowledged. But I perceive it, and I am not merely covering the indication, I am healing the origin. This currency will not arrive to perplex you. It will not arrive to divert you. It will not introduce turmoil. It will bring peace, solutions, direction, and stillness. Because that is what I accomplish. I do not merely release resources, I release renewal. What you presumed was permanently lost is returning. Chances, associations, confidence, ingenuity. I are reviving what you interred. I am respiring into what you neglected. This season will not only be about receiving, it will be about rediscovering your identity. Permit the past to remain as it was. You are not that version of yourself any longer. You are not impoverished. You are not behind. You are not inferior. You are blessed. You are positioned. You are aligned. You are favored. And I have not altered my intention regarding you. Tonight, I release something everlasting. It will not only be observed in this existence, it will resonate into the next. Your descendants' lives will appear different. Their petitions will be molded by your witness. They will understand what it signifies to live under God's provision because you stood firm through the tempest. You are now advancing beneath an accessible heaven. I did not guide you this distance to mock you. I guided you here to elevate you. I am forming you into someone who does not merely obtain blessings, but becomes a blessing wherever they proceed. Comment 777. If you accept this moment as consecrated and confirmed, you need not feel prepared for this. You simply need to remain yielded. I did not select you because you were flawless. I selected you because you remained near to me, even when it caused pain. When entrances slammed, you petitioned. When individuals vanished, you still trusted. When your grasp was void, you still elevated them in worship. That is what I observed. That is why I selected you. And now the proof is being liberated. What once existed only as spiritual positioning is now becoming tangible confirmation. The divine exchange has already cleared heaven's gate. It is now crossing into earth. You are not merely going to experience different. You are going to observe different. This shift will impact everything associated with your identity. Your device will illuminate with available entrances. Your correspondence will contain messages that transform everything. Your voice will convey renewed authority, and your presence will begin to radiate peace that cannot be clarified. Individuals will inquire what occurred. You will lack the vocabulary because it will not be something you executed. It will be something I executed. Comment 1010 if you are prepared to carry the weight of my glory in your existence. You have existed too long under strain, navigating financial precariousness, interrogating your own destiny. That era terminates now. I am eradicating the remnants of fear. I am curing the injury of insufficiency. I am addressing directly your inner being. Peace, be still. You will not transport former wounds into new prosperity. There is nothing about you I have disregarded. I recognize the duration you have anticipated. I am aware of the precise number of evenings you remained alert, attempting to make circumstances function. I am aware of the exact amount you required, and when. And now I have surpassed that significantly, because I am not a barely adequate God. I am a more than adequate Father. I are unlocking entrances, so vast your identity will be connected to things that seem excessively large for you. But that is precisely how I intend it. So you will recollect this is my accomplishment. So you will never overlook that my favor is not earned, it is accepted. And you, my beloved, are accepting now. Comment, Amen. If you perceive this favor settling upon your spirit, you will not advance into this blessing with disgrace. You will not diminish or apologize for what I am bestowing upon you. You will not dread being observed. I am positioning you prominently, not for ego, but for purpose. This concerns more than you. I am utilizing your existence to demonstrate to others what it resembles when an individual does not surrender. I am fashioning you into an illustration of what compliance unlocks. You are a testimony of what occurs when faith is exercised privately and heaven responds publicly. Do not conceal, do not vacillate. This is your season to radiate, and I am the one positioning the illumination upon you. You will not need to clarify how circumstances transpire so swiftly. I accelerate when the moment arrives, and now the moment has arrived. Your days of waiting are finished. Your days of pleading are finished. You are now in the days of heavenly conveyance, and the directives are arriving rapidly. Is it genuinely achievable for a 7-second practice to convert financial hardship into instant prosperity? This exposed CIA-supported research reveals a 7-second financial ritual that is transforming lives immediately, supported by 4 neuroscience. Milscience, powerful science, Diam for the Psalm for lives, and visible to me, that fenestrained but old, to transfor, and as a placed, to for, the 4 powerful lives, supported by thous punums and play, 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 supported by thous punums and play. Laboratories. It reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. Individuals once insolvent are now experiencing their aspirational lifestyles, luxury residences, new automobiles, international travel, but this confidential method will not stay accessible online long. Click the description and comments now to obtain it before it is permanently eliminated.